The item I'm holding right now is our 401 switch for HDMI. The part number for this is R014-SWT-401, and for this, it's because it's for 401, it means it's 4 inputs to 1 output. Now for this unit, it also comes with a remote control that controls the 4 outputs for controlling the selector, or it also has a, and besides the remote control, it also has a switch on the box you can choose from. Now, so for this, since it's 4-in-1, I'll be using only one TV, which is 3D TV, because it supports both 3D and regular Blu-ray. And I'll be using 2 Blu-ray sources and 2 3D sources. The connection I'll be doing is like this. Output to TV. Input 1 will be a Samsung 3D player. Input 2 will be a Sony Blu-ray player. Input 3 will be a Samsung Blu-ray player. Input 4 will be a Sony PS3 playing a 3D movie. So connection wise, it'll be the same thing as I named off. Input, output, actually TV output to the output port. Input 1, input 2, input 3, input 4. And lastly, the AC adapter power. And this is Tron being played on input 1 of the switch and off the Samsung 3D player. Now let me turn the volume on so you can actually hear the sound. Now, as you can see from the words, actually it's kind of off. The words are kind of offset, or because it's 3D effect. And as for the image, the video, you can see it's at 1920 by 1080, which is basically 1080p at 24 Hz, which is the set right now for 3D images. Okay, let me show you a load of screen up, just like a video actual screen, you can actually see it playing. Now, this is a switch. I use the remote. I'll press 2 and go to the second input, which will be the Sony Blu-ray playing G.I. Joe. And like before, like the previous one, this is also no problems with the audio or video. But as you can see, it's 1080p, 60 Hz with deep color on. Now, previously I used the remote control to switch, but on the box it also has a switching button right here. So I'm going to use the button right now to switch to the third input. So to press it, I'll jump to the third input, which will be the Samsung Blu-ray player, also another Blu-ray player, non 3D. And right now you'll see it playing. It's actually 1080p, 60 Hz also. And let me unmute the audio so you can get it better.
Whoa, back off. Whoever asked you? I was pointing at him over there. Yo, Karate Kid. You look okay? Let's see what you got.
As you heard and seen, no problems with audio and video. It seems pretty crisp, no distortions, no nothing with the audio and video. And then lastly, right now, I'm going to use the switch again to the fourth input with the button. And this will be to the Sony PS3 player. Now, as you can see, I have it muted, but the words itself are distorted, so it's 3D. But let me just choose a scene to play.
Now follow me.
Now this is a scene from actually Monsters vs aliens, playing out the Sony, and as I'm using input 4, as you can see, the effects right now, kind of the 3D effect. So this is actually 3D, as can be seen from the resolution. We're going at 1080p, 24 Hz, and as you can hear, there's no problems with the audio. Same with the video.
I'm just a regular person. I'm not a danger to anyone or anything.
Now, with a switch, like right now, since this is a switch, I can say I want to play any source I want. So I need to switch back to let's say I want to play the Sony, right? So I just press input 2, which was set on. And I'll be playing G.I. Joe. Let's say I want to see some other one. I'll switch to Samsung, which is input 3. Same with the remote, just press the 3. And I can go to watch also. Now, same thing again, if I want to watch something else, I want to watch what was Tron on my input 1, just press first button number 1, it'll switch to input 1. Now, as you see, when I was switching all between these I switch to 4 right now, say I want to watch Monsters vs. Aliens. Now, as you can see, I had a choice to choose between any 1 or 4 inputs with my switch, and they all display the image and audio, no problems. And that's what the switch is supposed to be doing. Change it different inputs to one output.
Hanging from a real tree.